For the next lot, for the next two.
They're lovely.
Look beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
Good afternoon, it's Jeff and Wilma here at Budrum, and this afternoon we're going to make some Bunya Nut baguettes. Now I've made a poolish earlier. It's several hours ago. I put together 350 grams of strong baker's flour and 350 mils of rainwater and about a quarter of a teaspoon of instant dry yeast, and you can see what's happening here. It's got this beautiful bubbling happening here, Wilma, and you can see it bubbling nicely. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm going to add some more ingredients. I'm going to add 1 small chopped red onion out of our garden, 2 teaspoons of poppy seeds, 150 grams or 1 good cup of minced bunya nut. On top of that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, another 350 mils of rainwater, 650 mils of this strong baker's flour. Here I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of my sea salt. Made that myself. What I've gone for is a 70% hydration, because I just didn't know how much moisture was going to come out of the bunya and how much moisture was out of the onion, so I might have to add a bit more flour, and I'll just see how it goes when I turn it out. Yeah, those onions got a beautiful smell about it. So I've used a bit of flour to get the dough off my fingers, and I've used as least as, and I'm going to knead this, adding as little amount of flour as I can get away with. So I'm just going to get this kneading and knead it for about 12 minutes, 12 or 13 minutes. And I'll start my kneading time now. So, right, so I've been kneading this for about 13 minutes. It's turned into a beautiful dough, and I've sprayed the inside of this bucket with some cooking spray. I'm just going to put my dough in there and let it sit for about an hour or two and let it double or even treble in size. So, right, you can see our dough has certainly doubled or even trebled in size. I'm just going to pull it out, and a little bit of flour in my hand, and just do a couple of stretches and folds. And what I'm going to do then is weigh it and see how much we've got. So we've got 1.9. So I'm going to do 4 baguettes at 300 each, 300 grams each. So scale them out. And the rest I might make bread rolls out of the rest. So what I'm going to do is just pre-form them all and then let them rest for about 15 minutes. Okay, so this is for our baguettes. We're just going to form our baguettes. I've just put a few poppy seeds, a few sesame seeds on our workbench. So what you do is with a little bit of flour, just pat that down and just fold it over 1/3 or 2/3 rather. Fold it over 2/3 and then fold it over another 2/3 like that. And then you just, with this thumb in here, you just roll it out, fold it over, and join that seam together with your hand. Just sort of push it down and make sure that's all joined together. So what you do then is just roll your baguette onto the sesame and poppy seeds. So you just pinch the ends off with your fingers, just with your hands, just pinch the ends off, and then just roll your baguette to the length you require. And in our case, this glass table is just the size that we need for our baking tray and our oven. So I'm just going to let these proof for about 25 minutes, and in the meantime I'm just going to preheat the oven at 230 degrees centigrade. Right, so our oven's preheated, and I'm just going to put two at a time, cook two at a time. Going to use my razor sharp scoring knife and do 3 nice scores in it, just overlapping each one, and make them deep enough so that they don't heel over and start from this. So you don't want them to heel over. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. Give these. I'm going to give these 6 minutes. So I'm just going to turn it around 180 degrees and put it back in for another 6 minutes. Righto, so time to have a look. Wow. So what I'm going to do is give it another, maybe, it looks as though they're ready to come out. I'll give it another 3 or 4 minutes.
What are you going to do?
My time ran out. I'm just going to turn it around to 180 and maybe just give them another couple of minutes. I've reduced the heat down to 180. Well, okay. Actually, they look pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah, they're lovely.
So I'll take these out, take these off, and I'm just going to put them on my cooling rack, and at the same time we turn the oven back to 230 degrees for the next one, for the next two.
They're lovely.
Look beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they really do.
Yep, absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
So I'll turn it back, return it to about 230. I want to talk about this oven. I've got a big paving stone on the bottom of the floor, and I've got a dish with some water and some rocks in it on the bottom shelf, on the bottom rack, and that to help with the steam, and that'll help with the crust and give it a nice crust. So if you want a crustier baguette, all you got to do is every time you open the door, just give it a good spray with a squirter bottle. You know, spray everything, get to more steam in the oven and get a better crust. So the crust that we're getting here sort of suits us. That's the sort of crust we like. Right, so this is our 4 baguettes here and our 6 bread rolls. The bread rolls didn't rise as much as I would have liked them to, but they still feel nice and fluffy. And the baguettes look pretty good. I'm just going to, the first 2 have cooled right down, so I'm going to cut one. And a good tip I got off a baker is to use an electric knife for fresh bread. Looks pretty good.
Smells pretty good too.
Yeah, how's that? Oh, gee, it's nice and smooth. Beautiful. So I might just pop these in the toaster and see how they toast up. Gee, it turned out beautiful in the toaster, out of the toaster.
Yes, I just had a little piece untoasted. It's lovely.
So I'm going to put some of my cherry tomato jam on there. See how it looks. That's beautiful. Fantastic. I'd make this any day. Anyway, this is our Bunya Nut baguettes. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.